Hi, Larry Gaines, Power Cycle Trading. Well, in my last video, I talked about seasonality and the importance of it and showed you an example for the S&P 500. And in this video, I want to show you another seasonality potentially trade setup. And this is on soybeans. So, statistically, soybeans has a tendency to have pretty decent seasonal rally when you get into April. So you can see on this chart here, seasonal trend chart, it has some potentially very strong seasonal trends. You can see here February had a super strong trend going up into March and then pulls back. And now there's kind of that continuation of the trend. It starts all over again in April and pushes up. So the last 13 out of 15 years, this has been a winning seasonal trend, okay? And even statistically measured at buying it on the April the 7th and getting out by the 21st, on average, these 13 out of 15 trades that were profitable, the average profit per trade over 15 years was $1,100 per trade. So it's seasonally it's setting up now, but the next key question is you need to get it into it within a current cycle. So what can happen is these trades can set up, maybe seasonal trend can start early or it can start late and you get in at the wrong time. So you have to match seasonal trends or seasonal indicators in order to get in properly. So in this chart, you can see that here's the real-time price data. It's going down, and here's the average seasonal trend over 15 years. So it has not paid yet to get in. So I'll show you in a minute the next thing. So what you have to do is then use a seasonal overlay or charts or indicators to get the proper entry, and it could be one of those years where it doesn't actually have a seasonal trend. So let's take a look at the chart. So here are the charts. This is soybeans. Okay, so this is the current setup for soybeans. So what I like to do, you can see a huge pullback on soybeans, big sell-off, and now here's the daily time frame, and you can see it's trying to turn, trying to bottom out here. So seasonally, the tendency is early April for a seasonal trend to be up, but it's not quite turned the corner yet based on the current model that I use. But you can start seeing it's starting to happen. So now cycle 2, which is also a momentum indicator, starting to turn up. So this is one you want to start watching closely. And if it gets above, this is soybeans, the futures, if it gets back and can clear this 382 and this moving average here, this is going to be potentially a very good long setup. So that's, if it starts breaking this 960 area on soybeans, this will be a buy entry for soybeans. And also, then you'll have seasonality behind you. And then one of my favorite ways to trade these kind of commodities is using spreads. So this is also a seasonality spread. And this is being long July soybeans and then short July wheat against it. So this is the seasonal trend pattern. So again, just like soybeans, it tends to push up when you get into early April into May. And this has been a very strong seasonal trend. It's been a winning seasonal trend 14 out of 15 years, so 93%. Average profit per trade, if you had taken this trade seasonally, gotten into it on the 8th and out at the 27th, so that would be going long July soybeans, short July wheat. You had made $1,900 per contract on that spread, and this is what it looks like as a spread on a chart. So here's that soybean spread. So this is taking July soybeans long against short July wheat, and you can see it's starting to turn up. This is the spread itself. So this is a good entry right here. So you'd buy soybeans July, sell wheat against it as a spread, and you'd get into this at $526.87 per contract and look for this spread to widen out. So just another way to trade the markets. There's always something trending, so this is one way to capture new trends. Hope this helps. Talk to you on the next video.